we are seeing an article from The Intercept and coming out. Top secret Snowden document reveals what the NSA knew about previous Russian hacking. It was leaks and not hacks. The very evidence that the corporate media is now saying proves the hacks. It's Alice in Wonderland, upside down, topsy-turvy land. The bottom line is that the NSA would know where and how any hacked emails from the DNC, Hillary Rodham Clinton, or any of their servers were routed through the network. This process sometimes require a closer look into the routing to sort out intermediate clients, but in the end, sender and recipient can be traced across the network. They would have the evidence to give to the American public. And Binney says in his statement, which The Intercept is referring to, that the United States could give this information to the public without revealing any sources or jeopardize national security or harm. But now we have the corporate media stating that because what the CIA veterans are saying has been true and has been true for weeks, that they would have the ability to give this evidence. The fact that they could have this evidence means that it exists. It is a manipulation. It is a mind screw, like to the 10th power. But this is what William Binney has ascertained, and Ray McGovern, and all the other CIA veterans. We have gone through the various claims about hacking. For us, it is child's play to dismiss them. The email disclosure in question are the result of a leak, not a hack. This is the important paragraph, and this is what The Intercept left out, and this is what the corporate media won't talk about. The various ways in which usually anonymous spokespeople for U.S. intelligence agencies are equivocating, saying things like our best guess, our opinion, our estimate, shows that the emails alleged to have been hacked cannot be traced across the network. Given NSA's extensive trace capability, we conclude that the DNC and HRC servers alleged to have been hacked were in fact not hacked. Thus, we conclude that the emails were leaked by an insider, as was the case with Edward Snowden and Chelsea Manning. Such an insider could be anyone in the government department or agency with access to NSA databases, or perhaps someone within the DNC. So the corporate media is pointing to the existence of what the CIA veterans have been saying for weeks and drawing the exact opposite conclusion. Julian Assange has flat out stated that this was not Russian hacking, that it was that was not their source. He has reiterated that repeatedly. But now what is happening is that this core piece of evidence that proves that they're completely bullshitting the public is being twisted to draw the exact opposite conclusion of what it actually proves. And I had to point this out. I had to. Manipulation of the American public and a level of disrespect for the American public that is absolutely breathtaking. It is breathtaking. This is about the fact that what has happened through the internet and through the ability of alternative media sources and the ability of individual citizens to talk to each other is they have lost their control of they have lost control of the narrative. They developed an entire strategy through the corporate media and the political establishment with the Democrats colluding with the corporate media, which was what was revealed in WikiLeaks. The content exposed the corporate media actively colluding with the Hillary Clinton campaign to sabotage Bernie Sanders and to sabotage Bernie Sanders' constituents. It was the corporate media colluding directly with the Democratic National Committee who developed a strategy to elevate fringe Republican candidates because they viewed Ted Cruz, Donald Trump, and Ben Carson as the best candidates that they wanted to face in a general election. We have the physical proof of an email where Hillary Clinton's campaign was directly constructing a strategy to elevate Donald Trump into the general election. This person that they say is such a menace and is such a threat, they sought to elevate and create to blackmail you with Donald Trump. So where is the sanctions President Obama against the DNC and the corporate media who colluded as a campaign strategy to give Donald Trump, remember, according to the New York Times, they gave him a $2 billion free campaign. $2 billion. And according to a Harvard study out that was also in the New York Times, one of the worst corporate media shills a-going, they reported that the coverage of Donald Trump did not become negative until after he took the primary nomination and secured the Republican win. So at that point, the corporate media that had built him up, that had given him $2 billion, 24/7 for a year, sought to tear him down because that was a preconceived plan between the Clinton campaign and the corporate media. Who colluded to interfere with the United States election in 2016? The corporate media, the DNC, and the Hillary Clinton campaign. And these cowards now have invented this story that Russia somehow interfered with our election by what? Revealing the truth of how the DNC and the Hillary Clinton campaign actually colluded to rig the election. That is what they're telling you. It's bullshit. They are so threatened because they lost control of the narrative. They were exposed for the frauds and the traitors that they were to the American people. And people are actually believing this is true. It's a lie. 8 years the Democrats had President Obama in charge, and they failed to address the core threat to our democracy, which is the fact that we have voting machines that can be electronically hacked remotely without leaving a trace of evidence, that we have machines that can change the results of our elections, and we continue to utilize them. None of the actual core issues of what threatens our elections in a real way have been addressed at all in any of this neo-McCarthy dialogue around Russia and Putin doing. Where is the investigation into that?